Our learning target today is I can represent and interpret data represented graphically on a dot plot. So I'm going to have you be able to actually create a dot plot if I give you a data set, or be able to read a dot plot graph. You're given a graph, be able to analyze and interpret the data from the graph. So to create a dot plot, all we do is we draw a horizontal line, like a number line, and then we label it with the variable name, whatever it represents. So in this example here, we're looking at a data set of weekly test average for students. So we could label that this graph right below here. I didn't do that, but you can write weekly test average for students is what the graph represents. It could be below, it could be above the graph. Then here's our data set. And I have it in order for convenience here. So it's 10, 20, 30, and so on. You see all the numbers that are there. So then all we do is we have to scale. What's my smallest number? My smallest number is 10, and my largest number is 100. So I need to make sure I make this number line graph that I include all the numbers and we scale it somehow. So in this one, we scaled it from 0 to 100. But by all means, we could have went from just 10 to 100 if we wanted to, but 0 was seemed like it was easy to keep it in there. And now we just go ahead and we put a dot above each number. So here's 10, we have our dot. 20, we have our dot. 30, we have only one dot. 40, one dot. Then look what happens. 50, we have 3 50s. So there's 3 dots representing the 50. We have 3 60s. So we have 3 dots. See how they're the same height? You got to be real careful when you build this that you make it so it's the same height. And then 70s, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 70s. And then it looks like we have one more 80, so it's 6 80s. And then we have 3 90s and 2 100s. So it just gives you a kind of a visual representation of this. We can kind of look at it, kind of goes like this, and it kind of goes up, and whoop, kind of hits a peak, and then it kind of comes right back down here. All right. So we'll be talking about how the data is distributed another day, but we'll be able to see that right from the graph. I want to mention you can also use like little X's instead of dots if that's easier for you to write. You just make a little X, and if you can be more consistent that way, you can use X's instead of dots if you like on this. And then I want to answer a question here for you on why you have some purple, why are some are green. I just happen to be the one I snipped off the internet, but this was actually representing females and males. So it wasn't only just scores, test scores in the class. You can also see how many were male and how many were female. If you want to color code it, you can take it to the next level, but that's beyond what we're doing right now. Get this down in your notes, and then the next slide, I'm going to have you try to do one on your own, and then after that, we'll add that also to our notes.